Welcome back to the We Don't Know Sports Podcast. This is Chad the Mark with. Wait.
He didn't even.
You pointed at him and then you started talking.
No, but he took like 3 seconds to respond.
That was Biggie speed.
Yeah, I know. All right, let's start over.
Well, each eye. They weren't cross-eyed. They were oppo
And
cross-eyed.
like a chameleon over here.
It was so that was
Very awkward.
that was Biggie and Greg
Back to you.
yelling at the same time, but
he really came at me like a chameleon.
it did. It was so bad that we have a fourth person here. It's not Mongo. We have Coulter.
Colt 45.
Colt 45.
With 2 zigzags. Maybe that's all we need.
All right, there you go.
As the other side of the pillow.
That's right.
But what are we watching today?
We're watching how the Patriots have already screwed up this draft for the next generation of fans.
We should have started the show like a half hour ago because we were all losing our shit over the NFL draft so far. So Caleb Williams goes number 1, and we all think he's unanimously a bust.
Hated it.
Like, just terrible, right? 2 snaps and a twist.
Yeah.
So the Cardinals are here at 4. They have to take Marvin Harrison Jr., right? Pair him with Calamari.
I think so. They have to.
That's what everybody says. He's clearly the
Here
best
it is.
receiver. Big is in.
I hope to God it's Marvin Harrison because that's the last chance for our buddy, my future MVP. No, Biggie's future MVP.
Biggie's.
My prediction to be in the NFL. Muscle midget needs a weapon.
He does. Yeah, it feels like forever ago when people were talking about calamari in baseball.
I'll tell you right now, and I'm going to tell you this on draft day. That was the best college game I've ever been a part of. WVU would hold him to like 3rd and long, and he would still scamper, score, or throw that bomb. And he broke our hearts that night in Morgantown.
I must just say, I'm a fan of Muscle Midget.
No,
I think the Cardinals can go.
I think
a good receiver.
You get him Harrison, you're liking it.
He needs somebody he can throw the ball up to.
Because he was hurt last year too, though. Don't forget that.
Don't they have Hollywood Brown out there too?
Yeah.
If he's still there, is he still there?
Is he any good?
I don't know. He's got a cool name.
That's it. He doesn't deserve it.
I'm telling you, if they get Harrison Jr., I like it.
It was either ESPN or NFL Network had a deal on where they had Marvin Harrison and Marvin Harrison Jr. on there, interviewed them both separately, and then put them together. And they asked his dad, so what do you stress to your son about once he gets into the league and the ins and outs of it and all that? And he said, you finished Sunday with a win, but you only had 5 catches for 70 yards. You go to your quarterback and tell him, you better give me the fucking ball more.
Guys, can we unmute this TV?
Yeah, we can turn up a little bit.
Oh, there it is.
Marvin Harrison Jr. gone to the Cardinals.
I like it.
We can't turn it up too loud because the mics will pick it. But I want a little bit of it on. I think we're good. I think our crack sound engineer team will figure it out somehow.
Maybe.
If we can figure out the remote. Hey, there we are. Turn down. Where are we at? What number are we at volume-wise? 23. Turn down like a 15.
Trying, brother.
So are we all in agreement here that we think Marvin Harrison Jr. is going to be an absolute stud?
Yeah, but you know what the question is for me? I was thinking.
How's that sound, Chad? Are we good?
I think we're good.
All right.
My question about Harrison to myself earlier when I was driving over here is what type of career is he going to have compared to his dad? Because
that's hard, dude.
It is, but I think he's going to be that good.
But his dad had Peyton Manning, one of the best quarterbacks to ever play.
All right,
right.
So for the sake of argument, I'm gonna say he comes short.
Well, I'm not saying no. Let me
agree
rephrase. I wasn't trying to make the
he's
direct
not gonna
comparison.
He's gonna be better than his daddy.
But my question, well, in today's game, the way they throw, it is
looks really
possible his stats could be better.
Numbers wise, he might come out ahead because it's become even more of a passing league. But I think it's tough. It kind of depends on your quarterback. I mean, there's a big difference. Kyler Murray's good, but he's no Peyton Manning.
Coulter, you keep up with the conversation.
Yeah, I mean, I keep up, but I mean, from what I'm watching right here, he looks really good.
Well, he is good, but like we're talking about, like how many Pro Bowls is he making? And how many times is he an All-Pro?
Well, it all depends on the muscle midget.
The muscle.
Can he get him the ball?
Will it save his job? Is he going to be enough?
I mean, I would like to see it that way. I like to see good players and good games.
He just said, I mean, I agree. I'm gonna piggyback off of that. I feel like the Cardinals this year could be a playoff team, just with him having this weapon. If he stays healthy,
you agree?
Healthy, I like their chances.
I'm just telling you, I feel like they could be a wild card.
I don't know. I'm
I
having a
feel
hard
like
time.
Seattle
Seeing it.
takes a step back this year. I'm not sure where the Rams are at. So you got the Niners who are up there. The Cardinals could move into that second slot, which is a wild card position.
I'm expecting the Kyler Murray not to have the slump that he had and have a full healthy season.
What happened to Cliff Kingsbury? Where's he at now?
Not at the Raiders. I can tell you that.
Somewhere.
Is he an offensive coordinator? Is it Washington?
That's right.
Maybe.
Is it? That sound right?
It is because he spurned the Raiders for that crap.
That's so you would remember that.
One thing I wonder too about this, you see it with college quarterbacks all the time. Harrison, I know he's a stud and he's got the lineage, but
okay, right.
when you play on a
Play with
team with a
Peyton
bunch
Manning,
of other
baby.
studs and you're a stud, it's easier to look better, if that makes sense.
I'm telling you, here's the thing. Marvin Harrison's a Hall of Famer. There's no way in hell his son matches to what he does.
I don't think so either. But
and he don't have Peyton Manning throwing to him. So guess what? We love Kyler Murray, but like you might get a few Pro Bowls, but you're not going to be your daddy.
Let's just hope he has a long career.
Not a Hall of Fame
makes a few
career.
Pro Bowls.
Borderline.
Okay, that's kind of where I'm at with it. I think he's going to be the potential there.
He might be like a Wes Welker.
But you got to.
Oh,
That was disrespectful.
I know.
To Wes Welker.
I know.
He's
You're right.
sneaky fast.
Because he's white.
He's quick.
We like them sneaky white boys.
If Marvin Harrison were to make the Hall of Fame with his dad, I do believe that would be the first father-son duo to make the Hall of Fame in the NFL that isn't lineman.
But once Eli's in, then him and Brady will be father-son. So
he pulled out of his dad jokes container.
You got to do it every now and then. It is what it is.
You know, I didn't like Eli
sense.
long before then. You know this. I've never liked Eli since he came in. Don Nehlen's last game, we're up 49-17. He plays for Ole Miss. He comes in as a backup late. They end up losing 49-37.
Don Nehlen.
But all you hear after the game is
he
Eli.
does hold on to this. Biggie's
After all this, he's not a Hall of Famer, right?
Who?
Eli.
He's a Hall of Famer.
Oh, okay.
I don't like
about. I didn't like Eli before he beat my Patriots in the Super Bowl. I haven't liked him since Don Nehlen's last game because SportsCenter gave all the run to this freaking Eli.
He is right.
Some respect. They didn't pronounce his name right.
At the end of the day, though, he is part of that lineage, man.
That's why he's mad about it, though.
It is what it is.
What I wonder is it because Arch was great, then Eli and Peyton are great. Archie was great. Is Arch Manning at Texas going to amount to anything?
Hey, before we even get to
Or
that,
is it just a name?
Before you even talk about that, I've been impressed. I've been impressed with Eli. Like when he goes on the Manning thing.
Yeah, just his TV presence.
The fact of how sarcastic he is, so smug, and he puts his point across, and he does it without saying as many words as his brother.
Yeah,
Does that make sense?
He is kind of dopey though.
Yeah, I know he is, but I'm saying
he plays the part well.
He's better on TV than I thought he would be, I guess.
You thought he would be like cardboard?
Correct.
No personality. I don't know. You always wonder, like, how's a guy like Eli Manning is a locker room guy?
It'd be kind of weird.
Like, who's he hanging out with?
I'm thinking that's the guy everybody pranks every week with the fire on the shit.
Nah, he's supposed to be the leader, though. He's the
I
guy.
think we got to let him know you're a dumbass.
I
think it's weird to see a personality like you were just saying. He's got that kind of snarkiness to him on the show. You're the quarterback in New York of the Giants, winning Super Bowls, and you're not Broadway Joe. Like you're a man. You know what I mean?
But who is Broadway Joe?
You never.
I want
you never heard a whole lot out of
That's
Eli.
what he said. Him and Susie Colbert. What a night of magic.
Can I kiss you?
Doesn't he try to sell?
Sure.
Isn't he trying to sell old people like reverse mortgages or something now?
Yep.
Him
and Tom Selleck.
Those guys are bastard. Preying on the elderly like that? That's messed up. What we want? You're reaching for. We want snacks. What we got? What is this? Chocolate cherry crisp. That's a different one. We usually have the coffee beans, swamp crackers, and the
chocolate covered
Those
peanuts.
coffee beans are good.
Yeah, chocolate covered peanuts.
I don't want one. I'm good.
All right. So any surprises in the draft so far? Biggie, you got Drake May on the Patriots now. We
it's
didn't
one of
really
those
talk
where
about that.
I hope I'm dead wrong. I don't like Drake May. When I think of Drake May, I think of Daniel Jones. I think of Mitchell Trubisky. These Duke, North Carolina quarterbacks, they're basketball schools, not football schools. Don't draft them that high.
What's the best?
Bonehammer loves Drake May.
What's the best North Carolina quarterback we've gotten?
Who's the guy that started last year for Washington? Sam Howell?
Was he North Carolina?
Yeah.
I didn't know where he was even from.
Did they have somebody like way back in the day that we're just not thinking of?
I don't think so.
Like they've never produced an NFL QB. A good one.
Right. Like I'm racking my brain on this. They've had some receivers. I don't know. Julius
Lawrence
Peppers.
Taylor played there.
Yeah. I mean, they've had some studs.
I just don't think he's the guy.
Yeah. Mm-mm. All right. So what do the Chargers do here?
Well, the rumor was that the Chargers loved J.J. McCarthy. They were going to draft him at 5 and then trade Justin Herbert for a boatload.
So which statement is true? J.J. McCarthy is ready for the NFL by playing in a pro-style offense under Jim Harbaugh, or J.J. McCarthy has no arm strength or talent and is not going to succeed at this level?
I don't think he's going to succeed at this level. He's got arm talent and he's accurate, but I don't think that if he goes to Minnesota, he's got a chance to be a solid starter. Anywhere else, he's a complete bust.
Well, that's just because you're saying the help around him.
You got Jay Jetta, Addison, Hawkinson, good offensive line. KOC is a head coach. That team's built to succeed.
So without knowing the pick, who has a better record this year, the Vikings or the Falcons?
I'm going with the Vikings. Actually, no, I'm
Yeah.
sorry. The Falcons.
You're going with
I am.
Kirk
Cousins.
Cole's Cash Cousins?
Yeah. And ATL, baby. I'm going with Atlanta, honestly.
Yeah, I'd have to agree with you because
All right, the pick is in. The pick is in. Come on, Goodell. Did you look up how much he makes a year?
40 million.
Joe Alt. Noted
Oh.
that we got an offensive lineman off the board.
There you go. Go Alt.
Oh, he's not even there. He's not even there. Hey, look at
Why
this
is he so
kid.
Smug. Why
I
are you
don't know.
smug, bro? Over there in Delwood,
Look at
Minnesota.
This. Look at this nice family.
You all act up there, Biggie.
Minnesota.
I mean, do you not like recognition?
Oh, look, his dad played in the NFL.
Uh-oh.
That's why right
Yeah,
there.
It runs in the
He's
blood.
like, yeah, I'm just a squirrel trying to get a nut.
I guess so.
So apparently Jim Harbaugh's notice to the NFL is I'm going to do the same thing I did at Michigan. We're just going to try and bully everybody.
Is that what that pick says?
Yeah,
they're
because-
going to build the trenches.
The
I don't like it.
recurring,
I don't like it.
theme was
I don't
that
like it at all.
the Chargers would trade out of that
Stop.
pick.
Wait.
Stop it.
Wait.
Listen, I'm so sick and tired of Jim Harbaugh. He just skated away. Michigan dropped all those penalties. That dumb motherfucker knew what was coming, and he's like, "I'm just shipping out of here."
So
Well,
what? Who would you have drafted though? You're
So
saying
my point is, fuck Jim Harbaugh. That's what I want to say. Because he knew what was coming. He skated out. The coach that took over during his absence fucking balled out. He deserved the job. But Harbaugh's like, you can have that shit. I'm out of here because I've been cheating a lot.
like they can't do anything. They
He's on the
can't.
Chargers now.
They can't do anything to him now, can they?
What
No,
if they
they
did?
can't.
Because he's never going to go back.
I'm
They
just
all
saying,
cheat.
that's
Every
bullshit.
fucking one of them cheat. Harbaugh just happened to get caught.
No, you get
I-
caught cheating today in today's standards. You're doing wow because you can do anything today.
It's like he just got notified he was drafted. Is that his
Oh, wow.
girlfriend?
Okay, now
Ah,
he knows.
Big delay there.
Now the big guy's happy.
Wow.
Harbaugh came to Michigan, said, I'm going to win a national title. He did. He scooted out. He's a legend. He can
I
do
mean,
whatever
that's
he wants.
but you're okay with that. Like you'll live with that. You're like, I approve. I will take the national title for selling my soul.
We had Chad Patrick, big time Michigan guy. When we interviewed him, he was fine with it.
He said it's okay if we're like shit for 3 years now.
Yep.
It's okay.
All-time hearts. They were amazing.
What are you eating? Bottle caps?
Yes, and they are amazing.
Don't be afraid to share your
I will
feelings.
pass them around. Chad,
Oh yeah.
try those.
I will eat some bottle
Be my
caps.
Valentine.
We got wow, that was weird.
No, it's fine.
Why do I have to be your Valentine?
The
I'm
season's a
comfortable
little
with my
late.
manhood. It's
No, man.
okay.
Is that where these are from? Does this say
That's exactly what they taste like.
I heart your butt?
Yes.
Oh wow. Oh, yeah, that one.
No
Everyone
comment
eats
on the
butts
butt.
these
No
days.
comment on the butt.
Everybody's eating butt today. Where you been, Chad?
Your
That is the thing.
ancestors who died of you, your ancestors died of like, poop related
You-
stuff,
you-
hygiene
Kind of
stuff,
dysentery.
and they see you eating butt on your
Ebola.
first date.
Yeah.
They're like,
Is that the combination of Ebola and E. coli? That's fucking
You
terrible.
know what the best thing ever was, and he just made me think of this, is back then when the Indians would shoot you with those arrows with all the feces on it, and if
Oh,
they
yeah.
kill you with the shot,
Yeah.
you're gonna die in 7 days anyway.
yeah,
The
they were-
bacteria
they were
is what gets
savage.
you.
They were still doing that shit in the Vietnam War, man. Isn't that
I mean,
wild?
like, war is savage, dude. I have it to like, I might not got you today, but I got you.
That's why China released fentanyl.
Oh,
That's Mexico. China just gives them the stuff.
Right. Well, China still released the shit.
can I get down the hill? Look how slow they going.
All right, we got some more renegade rednecks driving. That's
What
a
is this?
We have a
Oh.
new guest.
Truck.
Is that Mike?
oh, it must be.
Oh no.
We got a guest coming in hot, and JJ
Oh,
McCarthy.
no, not tonight.
Is JJ McCarthy going to the Giants?
Yeah, you're staying
I
here
don't.
tonight.
I don't think
You're
so.
gonna talk about politics.
You gave Daniel
8 in the morning.
Jones all that money.
Mm.
And they ain't leaving
Well,
till 6 in
that-
the morning.
6 in the morning.
Is it?
What is that? Is he got a
Yeah,
USFL chain? What is that?
Which one? You want? I know.
Elite Neighbors.
Once he sees me, it's gonna be on.
Is it gonna be limes or gonna be their own ice and glasses?
It's
I
that,
hope it's ice and
if
glass.
Mike's showing up, he's got Coronas and limes.
Or
I'm saying ice and
honey and
glasses, big square cubes.
Ooh.
That's why him and Biggie are best friends, because Biggie's drinking out of a Jim Beam bottle like it's
It
a
is
beer.
from the darkness.
There he is.
And
We
lime.
called it.
I was
All right,
wrong.
wait. Pig is in.
I
Pig
thought
is
you'd
in.
Bring your travel ice cubes.
Giants have
Oh,
selected
maybe you did.
Malik
Malik
Neighbors.
Neighbors.
Them LSU wide receivers have been studs.
When this man Mikey walks in, he makes Jimmy Buffett jealous.
When we talk about
Right.
like colleges and like quarterback U and whatever, LSU is easily wide receiver U, right?
LSU is wide receiver U.
Neighbors,
We need
JJ,
this podcast to be live for y'all to see what we
Beckham.
just witnessed.
Jarvis Landry.
What just happened?
Mike
you-
was shaking his nads.
Hmm.
He is very big nads.
No, I'm saying anytime Mike Salmon walks in the room, Jimmy Buffett is jealous.
He is. He's looking down on Mikey.
Exactly.
I ain't as good as I once was. That's not even the right singer, but we'll make it make sense.
Toby Keith. Sorry,
Wasting away again in my Margaritaville.
Oh, it's out of control. It's
That's-
off the wheels
It's
there, Ernie.
it is. It's supposed to be.
Yeah,
That's right. And Jimmy Buffett's.
exactly.
We're doing good. Positive vibes as we get through
If
the
there
top
was
10.
one concert that I could have ever went to, Jimmy Buffett looked like everybody's in Hawaiian shirts. It's just hangout time. Let's have a few drinks, listen to music. Seems like his shows would have been pretty good.
It's just all old stoners, man.
Yep.
Just and people that like margaritas. Who the Titans taking? What do they need?
So
JJ
Jeez.
McCarthy's still out there, right?
yeah, but they drafted QB last year. They took Will Levis.
Do you believe in Will Levis?
No, but you drafted a QB in the first round last year and the second round the year before, or the second round 2 years in a row.
So you keep drafting until you get it right.
True, they could do that.
It hasn't worked so far.
They could use a running back. No, they got Tony Pollard. I don't know. I feel like the Titans are headed towards like a
Hey, I think
4-13.
we
season.
found out about Tony Pollard when he's got to be the feature back last year.
Yeah, he struggled.
So
Yeah.
when does the Kansas City Chiefs pick? When are we doing? What are we
They're-
doing?
they're-
What are we doing for the three-peat?
They
What are we doing for the
last.
three-peat?
Their draft pick is at the end. There's Jamar. Man, the Bengals are pissing me off. Everybody asking for trades.
Hendrickson needs to shut up and play. You just got a deal.
That was dumb. How you sign a contract 9 months ago? Now you're saying I want to trade unless I get an extension.
You just give the guys money before they need the money. Like, when's Chase up?
Oh, he's got he's got one more year. It's extension. You know, that rookie 1 year.
Ah, gotcha. So if it's me, I want Chase more than I want Higgins. So
Right. So you make that sacrifice.
yep.
But if it's Hendrickson, who's 29, you'd like to have him, but he's
You can
not.
find those guys in the draft.
That's what
all
I'm
the
saying.
time.
So I wouldn't be surprised to see Cincinnati. They might trade one of those guys. Do you think they will?
I would. I
I
would
think
make
they might-
Hendrickson play under what he has. I'd trade T. Higgins.
You can probably get more for him.
Yep.
Because I think a lot
There's
of
a
people
lot
think,
of rumors that the Patriots were going to try and trade for T. Higgins.
do you think T. Higgins is a number one?
No. I think he benefits from having, when Burrow's healthy, he's a stud. You got Higgins, Boyd, and Chase. It's easy to look.
Well, Boyd's gone now.
Yep.
So it's going to be a different look.
Hey,
Well, that's why I'm
hey,
surprised
hold
he
on.
wanted to
I heard
trade.
y'all talking about Tennessee, and you're thinking maybe 4 wins, whatever. I agree with you. What about Baltimore? Did y'all speak on that?
We have not.
Mm-mm.
So, like, what do you think about him with Lamar and Derrick Henry in Baltimore? Like, what are they going to do this year in the AFC?
So I think like Baltimore is going to be scary, man.
I think.
I
so.
think Baltimore's going to be right where they were
Imagine
last
Lamar
year.
Jackson with. I don't care that he's older. The dude has taken a beating his whole career.
How'd they do this past year?
Exactly.
I mean, they're
The point
doing
is
just fine.
That he has somebody like Lamar to take a little bit of the pressure off on the running game, and dude can take a hit.
They'll both benefit.
I'm telling you, it's going to be ugly.
Well, here's the thing with Baltimore.
I do.
I agree
Yeah,
with you.
Baltimore's
They're going to be
definitely gonna be good.
scary. Baltimore's going to be right back in the same spot they were last year. AFC title, Super Bowl, berth, or bust. It's can they beat Kansas City or whoever the other top team in the is when they have to. Because their offense was dynamite all year. They got in that game when they lose 17-7.
Yeah.
So you got Derrick Henry, and I love it, but you still got to win the big game in the playoffs.
I'm telling you right now, I feel like the Chiefs blew their nut this year with the whole Kelsey nonsense with so much pressure.
Is this the apex?
I think we're at the apex right now, and I feel like that a team like Baltimore or a team like Philly or San Fran or whoever could come in and take it away this year. That's just my opinion.
It's hard to win back to back,
Just saying.
let alone the three.
I'll take the field versus KC to win a title this year.
I feel like KC is going to pick up somebody. I did the thing.
He's in deep thought.
Yeah, I feel like KC still got a hell of a chance to do a three-peat.
But it's unlikely. It's just so hard because the NFL, like the margin of victory or I guess well, I'm trying to say it the right way. But you look at other sports and the gap in talent from like your top tier teams, your mid tier and your low tier, like they can be pretty big gaps. But in the NFL, it's so razor thin. Like anybody can beat anybody. And like even if Kansas City's in that situation, they do have it going for them that they've been there before. They know how it feels. They're not going to be punched in the mouth and not know what to do. But it's hard.
If you look at their run last year, second round in Buffalo, if Diggs can catch a ball, his last play as a Buffalo Bill is dropping a touchdown pass over the shoulder long.
No wonder they shipped his ass.
Dude, I love
Yeah,
Josh Allen.
They
Go Bills.
lost that one.
I do too.
They played well, in Baltimore. In the Super Bowl, they had to go to overtime. So it's really hard to win a Super Bowl.
Yeah, we're sitting here watching the draft, and I saw the video earlier this week of Bills fans when they drafted Josh Allen, and that was like, oh my God, we're done for.
I'm gonna tell you this too.
But he's top 5, every bit of a top 5 quarterback.
Yeah, I saw that, but I'm gonna tell you this too. As a Bengals fan, I feel like as crazy as it is, I feel like your window's already passed.
Yeah, I mean, it's that sad, it's that quick because now we're already in like
that's all I
salary.
take, but I'm telling you, I think it's already over.
Well, you feel,
I have to disagree.
you
I
feel
have to
the
I don't
disagree.
think Burrow ever won the Super Bowl.
you feel the pressure
I don't.
because
We're talking about Josh Allen. I feel like Josh
Well,
Allen.
no,
we were talking about the Bengals.
Burrow has a redemption season right now. Last season, he come out as the highest paid quarterback until Mahomes got signed. And Burrow had a lot of pressure on his shoulders and got hurt. But I feel like Burrow still has a lot left in him.
I think he does, but I don't think they ever get over the hump.
I think
No, I think they do.
I'm-
Him and Allen is going to be
I'm a-
competing for the top.
I'm a
seats.
Bengals fan, and unless they get hot and stay healthy, he kind of feels like it almost starts to feel like a Phillip Rivers thing. Like you're going to be good.
Please have faith. Please,
You're-
no.
I mean, I hope, but like you got to get this contract stuff and these guys asking to leave the team. You got to get that shit squared away, man. Like and I get it. You're an organization.
Me of
I agree.
Charlie and the Oakland A's in the 1970s.
Yeah.
He would not pay a dime past what he thought his players was worth, and he would take it to the grave.
I mean, that's how some of these
That's how
owners
the Bengals
are.
ownership is. Like, yeah, if it means you got to pay like $1 million more and you're still under budget and you win a Super Bowl, let's keep
Well,
together, boy.
What's stupid is who cares about all that, because everyone spends the same amount of money. Everybody goes up against the cap. So it's not like the Bengals are
The
spending
better
more.
your team is, the more money you're going to bring in revenue for marketing, all that different
Right.
stuff. So
Well,
spend it.
But here's the thing, like you're going to spend the money anyway, so why not lock up some of these guys?
Earn money don't make money.
I don't know. How long?
I do think
It's said the pig
Four
is in.
wins, Titans, pig is in.
It's been 10 minutes. We went to commercial break and it's still not announced.
That's what's so bad about the NFL draft. No one cares this long.
Remember what
well,
used
it
to
used to
be
be 15 minutes each.
3
That's
rounds?
terrible.
Make it 5.
I bet they go line. JC
know what it is.
Lathan.
Extremely
Hey,
tough for
Alabama.
days.
Surprise. Alabama offensive lineman goes in the top 10.
To the Titans. Oh, but he's going to block for nobody.
Mr. Mayo. Mr. Mayo. Not that Mayo. Well, now you can't say that because of
screwed up. I
Drake
mean, like,
Mayo.
poor kid, man. Who you blocking for?
not Derrick Henry.
Nobody. It's like
Tony
this
Pollard.
might be suicide.
Coulter was saying is with Burrow, I agree in that Burrow is so good. I feel like you could have a year where he carries a team.
Y'all keep talking. I'm going to eat this delicious candy.
Candies are always welcome here.
Burrow has a lot left in the tank. I don't care about contracts or maybe past time, but Burrow
He's
Burrow is still Burrow. He's going to take the Bengals. You watch.
thing that sucks for the Bengals that division is like so deep, so tough. Murderer's Road is getting to the playoffs.
I feel like that's what's going to make him good. Is competing against a conference like that.
I'm just saying, if I had to bet right now, I would bet that Joe Burrow never wins the Super Bowl. Is where I would bet right now.
Does Josh Allen win a Super Bowl?
I'm going to say no.
I'm going to have to
Does
go with
Lamar
both.
Jackson win a Super Bowl?
Yes.
All right.
I
Fuck.
think that's where we're
I
trading.
feel like Burrow is way better than Lamar Jackson.
Right.
Different
Josh
players.
Allen.
Yeah.
No, you got to stay on the field, though.
Just telling
That
you.
is true.
I feel like Baltimore is going to win one, clearly, or I wouldn't be saying what I'm saying.
I know you're calling it now.
Yeah.
You're not doesn't have to be this year, but it's coming.
I think in the next 2 years.
John Harbaugh's a pretty damn good coach to
Yeah,
not
he
have
is.
won a Super Bowl, don't you think?
He's won a Super Bowl. He beat his brother.
No, that's right.
With
He
Joe
did
Flacco.
with Joe Flacco. My
That's
bad.
why I think it's easier to say Lamar wins one than it is with Burrow.
I don't know why I
or
said
Allen,
that now. Now I
because
feel like an
Harbaugh's
idiot.
one of the best coaches in the league.
Mhm. Are we?
He's in your division. You should know how good he is.
I know. It's one of those nights, buddy. So what happens when we get together and watch the NFL draft live? All right, look at the Falcons.
Hey.
They're not messing around.
Hey, but I'll say this. You should be glad, Chad, that people's talking about will you win a Super Bowl?
I know.
No one's even saying will the Raiders win a Super Bowl anytime soon. So congrats, brother. You're at least in the conversation.
I know. It does feel good.
It makes me kind of sentimental.
I-
So
I got-
since we're on the topic,
wait, I got to recognize.
who's your prediction next year for the Super Bowl?
Wait, I got to recognize the Falcons like didn't waste any time. They made this pick in like 2 minutes.
Oh, they did?
Chalk one up the Falcons.
It's been said. It said the pick's in. We're just waiting on the pick. Or Goodell's slow ass to walk
Yeah,
out
this
there.
is the Titans pick.
Yeah, but it says Falcons pick's been in. They were ready.
I'm telling you,
Lions and the
Titans.
Bills for the
All right,
Super
now you
Bowl.
All
can-
right. So, what's your predictions for next Super Bowl?
Lions Bills.
Give me 4 teams. Give me 4 teams.
He just told you Lions, Bills, Super Bowl.
The Lions. You're going with the Lions. I see
Wait,
the
I
big.
ain't even calling
Lions
this.
and
We didn't
Bills.
even finish free agency in the draft yet. Like, how do you even know?
Dude, Dan Campbell, he carries his
What
nuts
about
in a
Baltimore?
wheelbarrow.
I thought we was on Team Baltimore.
Hey, can I go
here.
now? I'm going to go with Lions and Baltimore.
Yeah. I don't
I'm
know.
in Kansas
San
City up there.
Francisco and Kansas City. I don't
Kansas
know.
City versus who?
I'll figure it out after the draft.
We have
Nobody's talking about the Niners yet.
I said the Niners.
Oh,
I'm going to say fuck the Niners.
yeah, exactly.
Seriously.
I already said the
If a team has
Lions
passed their
versus
prime, like you guys were
the-
discussing,
Why are
with the
they
Bengals, the
showing
Niners are definitely that
JJ
team.
McCarthy why the Falcons picked
Really?
him? They're not drafting him.
unless
Lions and Ravens.
yeah. a trade or something.
Girl, you better get a smaller dress. 'Cause
She about pop.
yeah. I mean,
So-
that's the point where you check it in the microwave when you popcorn.
Every time they do this,
I'm telling you, we passed due, so she needs to go
All right,
to the
we're
restroom.
Michael Penix Jr.'s
Right now.
his girl needs yeah,
telling you.
she knows I'm gonna
His
be a
sunglasses
star
are
after
from the
tonight.
80s.
Hey,
no, well,
Hey,
which stars?
hey,
You going to be
they
the
about to
Russell
pop,
Wilson's
bro.
girlfriend? Like every time they show those, I'm like,
That is great.
every year that gets brought up. Who's the new one?
Dude, that's so good. Oh,
Thought she won the lottery
She
that
thought she
night.
had it all. And Danger Russ was like, I'm Mr. Unlimited. And then he married Ciara. How do you say her name?
I think it's Ciara.
Ciara.
I'm telling you though, listen, what we just saw, right? We're getting there in them kernels, they're just getting ready to go. And ain't happened yet.
You're
But-
back to Michael Penix Jr.'s war room.
Girl, I'm telling you, she looks good.
Girl.
She looks
Girl,
good.
it's true.
I'm telling you. I mean, that's gonna be a meme tomorrow. You watch and see. You believe me?
We were just talking about who's
Yeah.
the next meme. We were
No,
Russell Wilson's girl is the
no.
thought you won the lottery, and then like
It's
CeeDee
Penix's room, man.
Yeah.
CeeDee Lamb's
I got
girl
you.
is the one who tried to take his phone and he snatched it back. So like, every year there's one.
All right, finally, Goodell's walked his ass out here for the Falcons. He's looking a little wore out already.
He's gassed already.
He's back there getting a Bobby K special, a little rub and tug.
All right, who we got? Atlanta offensive line. Nope. Wow.
Whoa.
Wow. Wow. We got our first shocker. What the hell?
What are they gonna do with the regular quarterback?
They just gave Kirk Cousins like 90 million guaranteed for 3 years.
And they went and
This gotta be the dumbest pick I've ever seen.
They're only taking this pick because they must be already trading him to somebody else.
what's
See, I don't
happening
see it
here?
like that. I see him
Dude,
learning from Kirk Cousins. I see him sitting aside
that don't
for a
happen.
year and
That
learning.
don't happen now.
It ought to happen.
I don't
You expect
disagree.
You expect a
That's the point.
21-year-old
Packers-
man to come out and just lead an NFL team. He
To
needs
his point.
leadership.
If Cousins mentors this guy for 2 seasons and they come out and he's an all-time great, you're gonna be looking back on this.
Oh yeah, I mean it's a bold move. And like, look, the Chiefs
I
drafted
just think there's bigger needs there.
Mahomes and didn't play him right away. You know, so there is a case for this. I'm not saying Penix is Mahomes, and then the Packers have shown time and time again there's nothing wrong with letting a quarterback sit on the bench.
It's an odd scenario for me because today's NFL, you're not thinking long term like that. You're
Against the
thinking,
grain.
You're thinking, what's my immediate needs? And if you've already signed Kirk Cousins to be your quarterback, surely is a need where you can upgrade in a bigger area than a quarterback.
Well, you gave him so much money. It's not like he was already your starter. It's not like you're the Vikings and he's been your starter and you're looking, to the future. You just brought Kirk Cousins in for big money. Kirk Cousins, Midwestern nice, going down to Atlanta, and he's like,
I mean,
frick.
I'm just telling you right now, this is going to be a draft grade of it like a D because you had so many other issues here, and you go quarterback when you've already signed Kirk Cousins.
Where was Penix slated to get drafted at? He wasn't supposed to go this high, was he?
No, I don't. I mean,
Because JJ was supposed to be the next quarterback, I thought.
Penix was looking late first, early second.
Yeah. I'm just saying, man.
Like of the top 6 quarterbacks, he was
See,
ranked
I'm
fifth.
thinking if another team wants him, that might be a good trade.
Maybe, but like that's what you want to wait. You don't feel good about no one else in that spot you could draft?
That's true, but you never know what these teams are thinking.
All right. Well, the
That's
Bears
what gets you.
Bears
Wow.
are getting their second in the top 10 here. What do they do with this next one?
It better be a wide receiver.
You
Yeah,
think they're going to
somebody-
try to support the rook? They're going to go.
They either need to do that or get a lineman to protect him.
The way the Bears draft, I'm glad that they just took Penix Jr. because they'd probably see that with the Bears right now.
Bears would have taken them too. We got all the
They're
quarterbacks.
trash.
It's the Warner fantasy method. We'll
Yeah.
just draft all the
They're
quarterbacks.
just stocking the Steelers up is all they're doing.
The what?
Didn't the Steelers just trade their quarterback? to the
Oh,
Bills?
I got you. You're making a
I mean,
reference to
honestly.
Justin Fields.
Correct.
All right. How about any chance the Bears go defense?
I don't know.
They definitely go offense, right?
Oh, look at Kuiper. Look
Man,
at Kuiper.
doesn't he?
Animated as ever.
Doesn't he look like a lion?
He does.
Like if a lion and Larry King had a baby, it's Mel Kiper Jr.
I agree with that. He's stalking his prey every time he talks.
Los Angeles, hello.
Look at him. He's like, "Where's Booger McFarland? I'm gonna eat him." There he is.
I didn't realize Greeny was up there.
So where do y'all have Steelers next year?
I don't care about the fucking
No, I'm
Steelers.
serious. They got 2 awesome quarterbacks. What are they going to do?
The Steelers
And a great coach and a great
This
defense.
is all I'm gonna say. It's my prediction for the Steelers. They will make the playoffs.
I think
because
so.
I believe in Mike Tomlin.
I think so. I agree.
That's a fair statement.
I agree too.
Mm,
And then 2
They don't
years
make the
from now,
playoffs.
they'll be even better.
They're the last
Tomlin's not letting
team in
up.
the division.
Last in the division.
Yep.
Okay.
That's a
What do you-
tough
what do you
division.
think there? Anybody else got anything?
Our audience. I like our audience is growing.
I think the moral of the story is fuck the Steelers.
Yeah, exactly.
Back to you,
Every
Bob.
Yeah.
team in that division had a winning record last year.
All right, the Bears pick is still in. Why do they take so
It's
long?
so bad. So bad.
My God.
Can you imagine having to pee in that
I
crowd?
know.
Man.
You gotta wear a diaper.
Dude, it just says the Bears are the only
Diaper, you're not
franchise
serious.
that hasn't had a 30 touchdown quarterback. That's amazing.
Them-
Not even
We're
Cutler?
in diapers, bro.
They would have to be.
All right, here we
Like a
go.
mosh pit just trying to use the bathroom.
A dude
Love
say,
it.
uh-oh.
Love it.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
You put Oduze,
Is wide
Okay,
receiver.
Jim.
Jay,
You called it, Coulter. Wide receiver it is.
But you got to support the
Cole
quarterback.
You
Komet.
gotta give him a weapon, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Mm.
That's something
So-
to build on, but I don't see the beer.
This is the Bears.
franchise.
Jerry Rice,
franchise
Joe
on that.
Montana connection.
The Bears are going to fucking fumble this shit.
Yeah,
Go
I,
Bears.
I have no confidence in the Bears for anything. I mean,
About like the Raiders.
if Caleb Williams is a good quarterback, this is a hell of a draft, but we all think he's a bust, right?
We do.
So we're saying this is a bad draft for the
I
Bears.
don't think he's a bust. I think he went to a bust organization.
it is like that though in the NFL. Like
It
you can
is
be
like
a,
that. It's your supporting cast.
You
It's
could
your
be a
coach,
good
it's your
quarterback.
everything. Right? And you can get ruined by a bad organization.
yeah, you just don't have the right
Trevor
people around.
Lawrence was a little lucky, even though he went through so much
He dodged-
controversy. He still come out looking halfway decent.
He's struggling, but you're talking about he survived Urban Meyer.
Yes, I am. He still looks halfway decent. Did they make the playoffs last year?
No, they were trash.
Were they?
Jaguars.
I
He,
thought- well,
they,
it was the year before last. I
he-
think they made
yeah,
the
but
playoffs.
he kind of recessed for some reason. Like,
Well, I mean, can you imagine what he went through down there? That coach in the bar with some girl, and then he's trying to get coached. That's fucking rough.
are you done with Trevor, Biggie?
I'll give him this year, but I think the hype on him coming out, best prospect since Andrew Luck and all this other stuff. Yeah.
This is like, yeah, this is the
Yep,
put up
I
or
agree
shut
with
up
that, Biggie.
year.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. Vikings are up next. Biggie, you closely follow the Vikings because it's your
This
son's
is
team.
JJ McCarthy.
So it's because
This couldn't have worked out better for the Vikings.
it really is true. If the Vikings don't take JJ McCarthy here, I'd be floored.
Yep.
I
They
think
just swapped. So the Vikings were pick 11. They just traded with the Jets to move up to 10 because somebody else must have wanted JJ and was going to trade to 10. So the Jets dropped down one, pick up an extra pick. This is guaranteed to be McCarthy.
Hey, Greg freaking Rollins, we are almost done with the top 10 or the first 10. Do you want to start a bonfire? That would be awesome. We're gonna see who the Vikings pick, and then we're gonna enjoy the great outdoors. Can't wait.
I'm interested because what I think is Denver wanted a quarterback, so they might have been willing to come up to 10.
The Vikings are gonna get quarterback.
You can't wrap it up that quick, Chad.
Why not?
I had a nice thing I want to discuss tonight.
Let's talk
Yeah. So we all hate the NBA.
for the most part.
NBA playoffs is a whole nother animal because it's like they flip a switch during the NBA playoff season and they actually start playing defense. Well, and guess what? I'm going to raise you another one. The Joker, you could argue that he is the most fundamental player to ever play the game of basketball. He's a bigger, slower version of Larry Bird. His IQ is off the charts. He is a generational talent that we're going to talk about for the next 50 years.
What I think's funny is that the players make it so obvious that they don't care about the regular season. Playoffs come and all of a sudden there's intensity in the games come up a notch, which I mean it should during the playoffs, but I'm enjoying watching Lakers Nuggets game 3 is tonight. Do or die.
Yeah,
for the
we're gonna flip
Lakers.
that on after the draft starts to get out of.
I'm telling you, I feel like this dude makes the basketball play, and it's something that's like a throwback in time, but it's a generational talent
All right.
that would
Let me.
so stand the test of time for any
I
generation.
have a question, but go ahead.
My favorite saying is that a great basketball player beats a great athlete every time. And I think that's what the Joker proves, because in the 80s, you had Larry Bird, who wasn't the most athletic, but he was dynamite on the court, right? Fast forward all these years, all these guys are athletic freaks. You got a guy like the Joker, Luca, running the league.
Well, you got to remember, the Joker was a second-round pick. He wasn't even a lottery pick. The fact is that several GMs missed on him, and because you don't know so much when you come from Serbia and overseas, so that a lot of people missed on him. And we're talking about a probably 4 to 6 time MVP by the time he retires.
So we all love the Joker. He's amazing.
Telling you.
Best
It could be that many.
best player in the game right now.
Unless they get voter fatigue, it should be.
Well,
He should have won it last
It,
year.
it happens.
I'm
It
telling
happens. So here's my
I think you
question.
have at least 4 MVPs.
All right, what are we close to elevating a conversation about Jokic into that like greatest of all time level? Like, I mean, what else would he have to do?
So not of all time for me, but I think that he's on a trajectory for different reasons for me, the best center of all time, and everybody thinks about it is mine's Akeem Olajuwon.
That's high praise, though.
My point is that by the time he retires, I feel like he's right there with Kareem, Olajuwon,
Mount Rushmore of
Wilt
centers,
of
I'm
center,
sorry, but who are we talking about?
the Joker.
man.
Luka?
But the
Nick
center
Jokic.
position's so different. Jokic is going to be an outlier, but I think it's hard to argue what you just said. I think he will be there.
Telling you.
But what if he ends up winning 5 MVPs and 5 titles or something like
and
that?
he's, to me, he's in the top 3.
You're going to start having a real different conversation.
Well, I think you have a chance with what they're doing in Denver right now, the youth of their players, how good they are to win 3 titles in 5 years or something like that. You put that with 3 or 4 MVPs in that same period, and all of a sudden he's up there in your top.
You going to
5.
put his brother in a Hall of Fame with him for knocking out fans?
You
Hey,
should.
That dude that he punched took it like a champ. He didn't fall down.
I haven't
like,
seen.
what?
I haven't seen it.
He's so boring. I'm rooting for Luca.
Oh,
You know, my favorite thing about the Joker is when the Morris boy hit him in the back. So he returned the favor, and then he didn't play again for like a
He,
month.
like paralyzed him.
Yeah.
Speaking of Joker, did you see the trailer for Joker 2 dropped?
I
I
have
haven't
not.
seen the trailer, but it has what, Lady Gaga?
Yeah, she is Harley Quinn.
I don't like it, but I ain't watched it.
She always did it for me.
Colt is a fan of guy. He's a little
Always did it for
monster.
me.
I was digging the trailer. It looked good. Looked good. Just while we're talking about Joker, but we're back to the Vikings. You're saying JJ McCarthy, Vikings are lucking into a quarterback
If
here?
they don't take JJ McCarthy right here, Ryan Breckel will cut his left foot off.
Hey, all I was trying to say was I know you was going to wrap it up, but I had to get that off my chest about the
No, you're
NBA.
fine. That's
Just telling you.
but I you know what we've seen, because here's the thing in context. If you're listening to this episode out of sequence or whatever, they're playing the Lakers, and this is kind of like the last stand for LeBron. Like he's going to put him out.
I'm telling you right now.
LeBron's last stand was 8 years ago.
I told
It
Biggie
sucks.
this. I told Biggie this yesterday. This is LeBron's best season ever in 3-point shooting percentage. Okay. What if he holds on for another 10 seasons and turns into a Brook Lopez?
I mean, he could be
I would
like
kill
10
myself.
seasons. 10 seasons.
No,
He
I'm,
could-
I'm-
There's no
Hey,
fucking way.
I'm just saying.
that dude's
I'm
got
trying to
more.
make a point.
He's got more gas and juice flowing through them veins than any
My
of
point
us.
is, it's like, what if LeBron's just like, I'm gonna be a 3-point specialist, so now I can shoot 3.
He could be like Robert Ory.
And then he keeps padding his stats like Vince Carter did. Only LeBron's way better than Vince Carter.
I mean, Vince showed you what's
LeBron
possible.
Makes sense.
Vince Carter crawled so LeBron can walk.
Just saying. I'm telling you.
So
I'm telling you.
in the best season of his career in 3-point shooting percentage, he misses a wide open 3 at the end of game 2. Jamal Murray hits the jumper to win it. And in true like wrestling fashion, like I said, KD's getting older, LeBron's getting older. This is the Joker, like the passing of the torch. This is when, you you pass Andre and Hogan.
I can tell you this right now. LeBron ain't ready
The
for
new
that
man.
torch to be passed. But go ahead.
He's gonna pry for my
He don't
cold
have a
dead
choice.
hands.
Telling you. He's
But that's
snatching
what
it
I
from you,
think of
brother.
in this series because you just said with the Joker, you know, these MVPs, face the league Hall of Famer. Well, LeBron's been that guy, but now here I am coming to put him out to pasture.
I agree. I think that it's Joker's league now, and everyone else is living in it.
I mean, until somebody starts to beat them, that's what's going to happen.
That's true, but I hate to watch the Joker. I don't care about his horses at all.
What are you talking about?
Go
They are
Luka.
fantastic to watch. Luka's fun too, man. I think those two are going to run the league. My God,
I
we
do not watch Joker.
I don't know what's going on.
we're
here.
there's like some kids on
He's the most
stage.
boring
All
player.
right,
ever.
so who's ready to lose to Chad in NBA Jam?
Everybody.
He's on fire.
That's right.
I wish Mongo was here. All right, is it going to be JJ?
Which state's he in this week?
I don't know. Where is
He's in
Mongo?
Scranton.
Oh, that's right.
He's up there selling paper.
It's if Boston didn't have clams, it'd be Scranton.
PA, baby.
That's the
I
second
got more
job.
in there for you. I got more in there.
Not yours.
You can have some.
One of
JJ!
those-
Put it in there.
JJ McCarthy is a Minnesota Viking. Woo! You're right. That is a hell of a situation, and he is right where he belongs.
They only had to trade up one pick to get him too, so they probably kept their number 23 pick. So I got 2 picks in the first round.
Damn. All right. So remember, it used to be you would get through 3 rounds in the amount of time that we've probably been doing this show, it feels like.
Well, it used to be 15 minutes for the first round. They changed it to 10. I think round 2 and on is 5 minutes.
Their clock don't work. It says 10 minutes, and then it's like the pick is in, and what's
Well,
happening?
it's weird. Like it says 10 minutes. Like right now, it's counting down to the Jets, and it says their pick is in
Yeah.
at the 9:46 mark, but it'll be 5 minutes before we get the pick.
So because of that, we're not going to go all night. We ain't got time for this. We're going to go light a bonfire. We're going to enjoy some time, play some NBA Jam, and just have some fun and hang out with some good friends. Probably listen to some good ass music too. But this has been another episode of the We Don't Know Sports podcast as we checked out round 1, or at least the first 10 overall picks of the NFL draft. It's been a hell of a time, and Detroit put on a hell of a show, it looks like. But we'll see you next time. Thanks for letting us invade your eardrums. Subscribe wherever you get your podcast. Until next episode. Bye-bye. You ready, Biggie?
Texting his hoes.
Oh,
Bro, it's telling you, he's full of hose. He leaves at 4 a.m. with no one's even thinking.
shit didn't happen. That was your fault.
Exactly. He was trying to say he wasn't awake. Because I thought one of his kids hijacked his truck. I was a biggie. Somebody took your truck at 4 a.m. He was like, it's nobody's business.
He's like, that bitch was horny. I didn't take care of it.
I was dying. I was like, well, all right, pal.
He texted me. He texted me, and I was like,
It was good.
"Oh, bitch! I got home 2 minutes ago. I saw this guy sit up all night, just freaking looking out the window." For what?
You ever seen
And
that?
then I was like, "Well,
My
no, you didn't
dad.
see that."
Hey,
Oh no, I said that's me. And
Don't
he was
worry,
like,
'cause
that's
I
like,
watch
no,
y'all
we
pass
never
all
had
day
this
long, too.
conversation.
That's when I had the fucking flu, bro.
Oh yeah.
okay.
That's when I had the flu and I didn't fucking sleep for 7 days.
Don't
Somebody-
worry.
don't-
Don't worry. Yeah, I watch you go down the
I'm
road.
Someone just pulled up
What?
their truck.
That's part of my job.
4 in the
yeah.
morning. Hey, you just pulled into your
I'm
house.
neighborhood
Walking out
crime
the
watch
window.
out
Hey,
here.
you know you are too.
Neighborhood crime watch.
Are you Fred McGriff or the crime dog? No, that was
I'm
that
a lazy
was,
guy looking out the window.
He's reference number 1. He's reference number 1. I'm reference number 2, which means that he catches the traffic first. And
If-
then he tells me it's coming
I
my way,
told-
brother.
I don't
And
know
then
what's
once
happening.
that happens, we come up with a game plan for the stratosphere to take these crackheads down, brother.
Now I know what's happening. That was the mega powers.
Hey,
And-
Greg might not talk for 6 months, but I'll tell him, I'll be like, hey, crackheads headed your way, man. Crackheads are coming.
10-4, release Marley with a cyber missile.
Good God.
One of those non-happy.
I have Marley and laser beams.
So we have a white guy. Oh, that's Drake.
You got to talk in the mic,
Guy
Colton.
was number 2.
Oh,
Well, the Patriots took
Yeah,
a
we're
light
recording.
quarterback. They're
Oh,
kind of.
I'm going to take all this.
quarterback.
Don't worry.